Well, time for this week's pickup video. This week I went up to Virginia on business. While I was up there, I hit a few thrift stores and pawn shops. Didn't find a whole lot, found a few things. But my first pickup, I didn't actually pick up at a pawn shop. I picked it up off of eBay. But it's for my ColecoVision, and it is elevator action for the ColecoVision. Now, this was put out in 2012 by Collector Vision. I'll have a link to their webpage down below. And these people are releasing games for the ColecoVision. A lot of homebrew kind of things and ports that were never released. One of which was Elevator Action. I love the arcade game Elevator Action. So I was pretty pumped to see this pop up. I didn't know this even existed. So that was a great pickup. It's a lot of fun to play. The next thing I picked up was, if I can read it, there it is, Quarth. Quarth for the Game Boy. It's kind of like a reverse Tetris kind of game, I guess. You got a spaceship runs across the bottom of the screen, and you shoot these blocks up, and you're trying to make full squares or rectangles to eliminate the blocks. It's actually a pretty addictive little game. It's a lot of fun. I just bought this on a whim, didn't know what it was. I thought maybe it was a vertical shooter or something, which I kind of like those. So I was kind of pleasantly surprised to find out it was kind of like a puzzle game. I love puzzle games. Next thing I picked up was Wolfenstein 3D for the Game Boy Advance. Not a bad port. It's pretty faithful to the original PC version. It has all the little sound effects and everything like the PC version did, the early one. It's still a good 3D shooting game from the early days. So it was a nice addition to my collection. And the next thing I picked up is I found another copy of Sonic Adventure 2 for my Dreamcast. Now, I've already got this, but I found another copy and it was dirt cheap, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. So that's a good game. It's a lot of fun, even though I can't play it with the darn up here in the video. Then the next thing I picked up was Super Dodgeball from the Nintendo NES. Another game I bought on a whim was like Dodgeball. Well, I liked Dodgeball when I was younger, so I figured, I'll give it a try. And it's actually not too bad of a game. One thing I don't like is how your player flashes constantly on the screen. It drives me insane. But otherwise, it's fairly good game. I really like it. And then my last pickup was for my GameCube, and it is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is a fun game. I don't have a lot of turtle games, but I like beat 'em ups. Most beat 'em ups I like, like Golden Axe, things like that. This was actually really good. Now, I got a Turtles game for my Nintendo NES that I really like. And I picked this up just because it looked interesting. And I like the graphics. The gameplay is really nice. The controls are really good. So that's all the pickups for this week. Thanks for watching.